Our mixed doubles gold medal match here in Cincinnati. The top two teams meet once again. Will Howells and Bobbi Oshiro taking on Megan Fudge and Jack Munro in this historic matchup as we welcome you into the booth here at Championship Court alongside APP U.S. National Team Head Coach Chad Edwards and Pro Pickleball Coach Dominic Catalano. I'm Dorian Kraft. Megan Fudge guaranteed a medal in this matchup. It will make her the all-time medal winner on the APP Tour. And Chad, you think this is one of her best opportunities in this tournament to potentially take home a gold? So based off of how they played this week, I'm giving the favorite to Fudge and Munro. They looked cleaner, the communication was stronger, and for Fudge to take home a historic medal here and become the highest medal winner on the APP. I know Munro wants to come out and give that to her as well. But if Munro can step up and really put the pressure on in the middle of the court, and Fudge is there to set him up, and also we've seen her play a lot more aggressively, it's going to be difficult for Oshiro and Howells. Now, the gold is not a foregone conclusion because on the other side of the net, the top seed, Will Howells, Bobbi Oshiro, they have won back-to-back golds in mixed doubles. But, Dom, we saw during the draw a little bit looser, a little bit more error-prone than they have been. They were tested in their semifinal against Lane and Barr. 14-12, 11-8 victory in that semifinal. But they seemed a little susceptible this weekend. They were not as clean as we've seen them before. They were playing a little sloppy, but they made it through. Now, that was a couple days ago. A different story right now. We'll see if they've cleaned that up and fixed that and try and take another gold here. Good teams find ways to win. Two good teams facing off. Only one can be the gold medalist here in Cincinnati. Beautiful day, blue skies, sunny, 79 degrees, and we have got mixed doubles gold medal action next in the Queen City. Look at all this fucking rice that you drink. Yeah, we're good. Dude, seriously.
Bobbi Oshiro, Will Howells, gold.
When I have pain from arthritis, I grab BioFreeze. Unlike Voltaren, BioFreeze provides fast-acting relief. I can apply it to more areas of my body, and it's NSAID-free. Cool the pain, so I can get back on the court.
People play pickleball for exercise, competition, or to hang out with friends. What your reason is doesn't matter to Gamma. What matters is that you play, that you enjoy playing with passion, and you have so much fun you can't wait to play again. At Gamma, we offer paddles perfect for all levels, including yours, because pickleball is about you, the player, and what feels right. Pickleball is your game. Make Gamma your paddle. Play to live, live to play. Gamma Pickleball.
The APP is sponsored by Partake Brewing, non-alcoholic brews crafted for those who make it happen.
Penetrex, daily joint and muscle care you can feel good about.
And Humana, the official healthcare partner of the APP Tour.
At QVC, this is the age of possibility. It's you in bloom. Express your style. Be your bold self. Make your next move at QVC. This is the age of possibility. Shop now at QVC.com.
You're 0 for 15 against your daughter because of your toenail bruises and blisters. But she doesn't care because she's got the win. So what do? You get RTP socks. With small grip pads inside and out, your feet will be planted and pain-free. So the next time you can show her that her old man still got it. Nice shot.
And that would be a W for me.
Shouldn't have told you about those socks.
Yeah, that's what you get for holding out on me.
Double or nothing.
All right.
Road to Pro, official sock of the APP Tour.
Introducing Persona IQ, the smart knee. Address your knee pain with a replacement that contains sensors which capture helpful information such as your range of motion, stride length, walking speed, and step count to ensure your new knee is performing at its best. It keeps you connected to your healthcare team so you can receive important reminders and personalized recovery guidance. It's not a GPS. It doesn't collect where you've been or where you're going. Persona IQ, a smarter way to regain mobility.
The APP is sponsored by Skechers Pickleball. Experience comfort that performs. And Vlasic Pickles, official pickle of the APP Tour.
It's hard to find supplements that work. No, thank you. You need supplements that are backed by science with natural and plant-based ingredients and that are third-party tested. Because cleaner is better. Like Oro Organic. Plant-based supplements made from the Earth's most powerful plants for your immune health, gut health, workouts, and more. Find out more at oraorganic.com.
This is why we drink. We drink for tonight. Finally in town on the same weekend. Inside jokes, the great outdoors, karaoke till dawn, another cold one and a second slice. We drink for tomorrow. For the 7 a.m. 5K and the tailgate that follows. For the personal best that's about to be bestie. Kick flips and polar dips. Drop shots, cheap shots, shoot your shot. We drink for the moment. Shaky hands, steady beat. A blank canvas. Trying to be something. Drink for yourself. No alcohol, no hangover, no empty calories. Not a moment wasted. Partake brews the liquid. You bring the courage. Today is for the taking, and we make it happen.
The APP is sponsored by AARP, helping your health and happiness live as long as you do. Gamma, play to live, live to play. And Zimmer Biomet, moving you forward. Visit smarterknee.com today.
Over 10 years ago, Gearbox changed the game. No honeycomb, no soft spots, just pure, patented technology. Players felt it instantly. This was different. That legacy lives on in the new GX2. With our SST 2.0 carbon fiber rib core, it delivers explosive pop, locked-in control, and unreal feel. It's not just better, it's Gearbox. Visit gearboxsports.com to experience the paddle built different.
Humana Medicare Advantage plans. Carry this card, and you could have the power to unlock benefits beyond original Medicare. With a Humana Medicare Advantage plan, you could get doctor, hospital, and prescription drug coverage in one convenient plan. Most plans include routine dental, vision, even hearing benefits. There's also a cap on your out-of-pocket medical expenses. That's more than you get with original Medicare, and Humana offers $0 or low monthly plan premiums. Call now.
When you choose the James at Ohio State,
you're opting for care from a highly specialized team dedicated to treating one type of cancer, yours.
For your cancer care, the choice is clear. The James at Ohio State.
The APP is sponsored by USA Pickleball, official sanctioning body of the APP Tour. Franklin, official ball of the APP Tour. And Aura Organic, rooted in science, powered by nature. Our mixed doubles bracket here in Cincinnati, all four top teams advancing into the semis, the top two moving on to the gold medal match. There were good matches across the board, but at the end of the day, Oshiro and Howells, Fudge and Munro, the ones squaring off for the gold.
Yeah, and like I said in the open, I'll backtrack. If Fudge and Munro play like they did on Friday, I give the advantage to them. Their understanding on their court, the movement, the communication. Fudge has become a lot more aggressive and taking chances to speed up because she trusts that Munro is going to be there in the middle to cover. They just looked a lot cleaner than Howells and Oshiro. Now, that being said, Howells and Oshiro have won the last two golds.
Took the first in Sacramento and then again in Fort Lauderdale. Will Howells also winning a gold in mixed doubles alongside Jill Braverman in Fort Lauderdale to open up the season.
Ball just sailed deep.
And those were the type of errors, as we take a look there at Bobbi Oshiro, those were the type of errors that Oshiro and Howells made in the draw that they're typically very solid on.
Yeah, absolutely. We saw a couple of errors on the flicks from Howells. Yeah, good sell.
And I think for me, the errors on the backhand flick for Howells are the most surprising. The backhand flick is his strongest shot.
Oh.
Fudge went for the Ernie. Howells put it away.
It didn't quite get enough on that swing there on the Ernie. And Munro kind of left out, hung out to dry in the middle of the court there.
Howells crashing, gets the first point, one apiece.
A good spot there, going behind Munro as he stepped over and got big in the middle.
Oh, she's there.
Oh,
and then Munro could not make the pickup. How about that reaction from Oshiro?
Munro was way too delicate on that ball right there when he had both Oshiro and Howells in the kitchen.
And then Fudge goes off the edge guard, so 3 quick points for Howells and Oshiro.
Oshiro and Howells coming out being a lot more aggressive here in game one than what we saw on Friday. Good spot right there from Munro going back behind Howells. Ball just lands in the inside the baseline. The side out here.
Really nice ball deep in the corner.
Yeah, Munro's trying to be aggressive in the middle there, but so far Oshiro and Howells have done a good job going behind him. Couple of mishits.
Complete opposite scenario of what we saw in mixed doubles Friday.
No,
it's Fudge and Munro making the errors, and Howells and Oshiro mostly clean. Well,
Howells just stood up through that drive, hits the top of the ball.
Big drive there from Munro, right at the feet of Howells to earn the side out. Fudge and Jack Munro won gold in Daytona Beach, taking down Will Howells and Jill Braverman in a rematch of the opening tournament of the year. Right through the middle on the backhand flick.
Yeah, that's the shot that Howells was kind of rushing the other day and had a couple of missed opportunities. This time, very solid on the backhand flick right there through the middle of the court.
What's the difference between a solid flick and one that's rushed?
One that, you know, if it's solid, we're focusing on accelerating through the ball, pushing through the ball. The rush one, where the ball is on the paddle and off the paddle again really quickly, we become a little too wristy.
Oh, right on the back line, side out. Munro stepping across, it was a do or die, and Howells puts it away for another point.
Yeah, all the momentum in the favor of Oshiro and Howells right now. That's a better setup there from Munro. Good step back. Roll into the body of Oshiro, creates the pop-up.
Another good counter there from Howells. It's a 5-1 lead. Munro pulling the trigger. Howells puts it in the net, side out, but not before establishing a 4-point advantage.
Yeah, it was a good sell with the body there from Munro. Sets up like he could take it down the line. Goes cross body just outside that right hip of Will Howells.
Good lead from Fudge.
Howells just missing the body there of Fudge. Misses it toward the short part of the court.
Medium pace ball through the middle for the point.
Wanted set up by that ball out wide to the forehand of Oshiro. Gets behind her a little bit. And then Munro, all he has to do is just put that ball through the middle.
Timeout on court as Fudge and Munro have pulled back within 2.
So we take a look at Megan Fudge by the numbers. Total medals 69, 26 most all time in women's singles. Tied for third in mixed doubles and then third in women's doubles. 22 gold medals overall, putting her fourth on the total gold medals list. And that just goes to show how consistent Megan Fudge is.
Fudge and Munro on first serve, back within 2. Oh, Munro rather a little off balance, tried to regroup.
Yeah, if Munro wasn't off balance right there, he had it with how quickly he changed hands with that paddle, but a little unfortunate.
Munro all over it, back within 1.
A bit of a momentum swing here, back in the favor of Fudge and Munro.
4 straight points.
Munro much more active.
That time Howells able to beat it, but Munro being more active is typically when things go really well for him and Megan Fudge.
Yeah, I'd really like it when Munro gets up there, is active, creates a little bit of chaos. He can disguise those speed ups so well. Fudge gets confidence.
Interesting pull there from Howells.
Yeah, I think Howells just pressing a little bit on that speed up right there. Just a little too tight to the net. Oh, she moved into it. Fudge is like, no, that's going so far out, which probably was.
The unintentional Bobbi bag. Oshiro able to get the first 2, could not corral the third.
Yeah, good job there from Oshiro just to keep him into the point and give the chance that Munro might spray one. Too big of a backswing there. Munro catches that just a little late, a little deep behind the body.
What an exchange.
This is Munro again, being able to get into the middle and create something, but Oshiro and Howells there. A good finish from Oshiro with the counter. Oh.
Second serve.
A little awkward there for Howells. He wasn't able to catch up to it enough to be able to hit that ATP.
And then off the net cord and inside out.
Sure, I'll take the net cord love. Fudge had one. Now Oshiro's got one. This one kicking up. Fudge not able to get on top of it.
A little extra conversation prior to the serve. Still trailing by 2. Munro stepping across for the drive. Oshiro pushes it long. Howells into the chest of Fudge, side out.
Second time Fudge has been unable to get out of the way. Good little speed up there to start things off there for Howells.
After opening up a 5-1 lead, it has been a much more back and forth affair here in game number 1 of our mixed doubles gold medal match. Howells starts it and finishes.
Well, good patience there from Oshiro and Howells, moving that ball around, putting some pressure on Fudge. Fudge tried to take it out of the air and be a little bit more aggressive with the cross-court roll. Howells able to reach in and flick that for the firefight.
Right through the middle, Munro puts it on the back tee.
Good sell with the body there from Munro as well.
Oh, Will Howells had what he wanted and just missed it. That looked like a great opportunity to convert. Instead, it's a side out.
I think he just looked at where he was going to hit it right before he made contact.
Miscommunication in the middle for the point.
Well, even right there, Oshiro needs to kind of take the middle and protect Howells as he's uncoiling and coming forward. That's where Howells kind of looked at Oshiro there after that one.
Won by Howells. What a fight.
Was that it? No. That was very close to the sideline.
That was. There's no call of a point from Diane Anderson. Howells able to get on top to force the side out. Offensive timeout taken here by Howells and Oshiro. Our mixed doubles standings. These are the top 4 players on the APP Tour in mixed doubles. No surprise, we have seen them consistently week in, week out playing on Championship Sunday.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised that Fudge and Munro are different right there, but I think these are going off of a year-long standing where Fudge and Munro played a couple of tournaments together last year, but you know, played with some different partners there as well. And the same with Howells and Oshiro.
Howells and Oshiro won their first gold as a mixed doubles partnership in New York last year. Oshiro missed the first 2 tournaments this year, got married, did not return to tour until the Sacramento Open. She and Howells capturing the gold medal there. They backed that up with a gold medal in Fort Lauderdale. Another point.
Fudge just trying to cut that ball a little too fine. Oh, nice pickup.
Oh, are you kidding?
Oh!
Oshiro anticipated. Wow, what a point.
Munro all over the court on that one. Good hands from both the guys. Good pickup there from Oshiro, and then the final ball. Just a little change of pace once it hit the court.
Another point coming off of the drive. It's 9-6.
We'll get a challenge here from Fudge and Munro. It did look like it went just a little wide.
The ball called wide on the court. It would make it 10-6-2. Only line calls are reviewable, and it must be a rally-ending shot. Players have unlimited successful challenges, 3 unsuccessful challenges before a technical is issued. Diane Anderson, the lead ref. Ken Schoonover, our video review referee. Any thoughts?
Looks like it just caught the outside of the line.
Very slim margins here on championship court. Will Howells looking at the review on the big screen. And
one challenge remaining, 2 challenges remaining, 3 challenges remaining. We'll resume play at 10-6-2 with Bobbi serving.
Call stands. Game point.
10-6-2.
Munro had the wide open court, tried to push it deep, overshoots it. Game number 1 goes to Oshiro and Howells. They take it 11-6 and are 1 game away from yet another gold medal.
When I have painful arthritis, I grab BioFreeze. Unlike Voltaren, BioFreeze provides fast-acting relief. I can apply it to more areas of my body, and it's NSAID-free. Cool the pain, so I can get back on the court.
People play pickleball for exercise, competition, or to hang out with friends. What your reason is doesn't matter to Gamma. What matters is that you play, that you enjoy playing with passion, and you have so much fun you can't wait to play again. At Gamma, we offer paddles perfect for all levels, including yours, because pickleball is about you, the player, and what feels right. Pickleball is your game. Make Gamma your paddle. Play to live, live to play. Gamma Pickleball.
The APP is sponsored by Partake Brewing, non-alcoholic brews crafted for those who make it happen.
Penetrex, daily joint and muscle care you can feel good about.
And Humana, the official healthcare partner of the APP Tour. Will Howells and Bobbi Oshiro capture game 1, 11-6.
Yeah, it was the slowest start for Fudge and Munro than what we had anticipated or what we had expected. But a great great start here from Howells and Oshiro, playing like we've seen him play all year long. Good flick there from Will Howells. Good setups from Oshiro.
15 seconds. Game 2, time in. 0-0-2. Point.
That's a good aggressive ball there from Fudge. Inside out forehand, getting behind Howells.
1-0-2.
Oh, Fudge nearly getting there, but good use of the angle. Howells getting just a little overextended. Munro and Howells men's doubles partners exchanging a couple of words after that last point. That sails long, a quick side out.
Just a little too big there on the backswing from Howells. Good power, good spots there from Munro and Fudge.
1-0-1.
Munro stepping up, let it drop a little too far.
Yeah, and Munro likes hitting that soft little roll there, but just a little too deep there on that one, not coming up the back of it enough.
A point as that flipped up off the tape before falling back on the side of Oshiro and Howells.
2-0-2.
Good step in there from Munro. You saw him shrinking the court right there. Oshiro kept pulling it further and further to the right, trying to avoid Munro.
Largest lead of the match for Fudge and Munro. It's 3-0. That time Munro a little stuck in the middle of the court, side out.
Yeah, a little hesitation there. You saw Fudge take off and Munro was a couple of steps behind.
Frustration on the side of Megan Fudge there.
Yeah, I was seeing her leave a couple of those backhand cut dinks just a little short, a little flat.
1-3-1.
Short there, another point as Howells and Oshiro back within one.
2-3-1.
Oshiro is ready for Munro. It's 3 apiece.
Oshiro with the big one-hand counter. Gets on top of it. Rolls it down below the net. pickup.
Oh, are you kidding? Bobbi Oshiro has made some ridiculous digs. John Cena, you can't see it.
Seriously, I mean, that went past Howells' paddle. Oshiro dug it out from behind, drops it in perfectly. Just like that, Oshiro and Howells back in front here in game 2.
Four straight points for Bobbi Oshiro and Will Howells as they have taken the lead here in game number 2 after capturing game 1 11-6 in our mixed doubles gold medal match. What's really been working well for Howells and Oshiro today?
I think they're out there. They're playing loose. They're playing confident. They're staying aggressive when they need to be aggressive. Well, we're seeing a lot fewer errors than what we saw out of them on Friday.
What's contributed to that, in your opinion?
I think a little bit better footwork. The intensity level seems to be a little bit higher here today. They seem a little flat on Friday in the semifinal when we saw them out here on championship court. Oh, that's
sent long.
Yeah, sure, I'm not able to get on top of that one.
Second serve coming.
Oh.
Howells able to Ernie. Fudge was there.
Chaos on the court right now.
Controlled chaos, it feels like at times.
I mean, Fudge is off the court. Munro's in the middle, trying to go. Howells is off the court.
Off the net court, lands out. It's a 6-3 lead. As Oshiro and Howells have doubled up Fudge and Munro.
6-0 run right now.
6-0 run. Scored 4 points on first serve, the last 2 on second.
Howells caught standing up just a little too tall there.
Oh, jeez. Oh, Oshiro's just teeing off.
Oshiro straight into the paddle of Munro right there. He just put it on his hip. Good ball out of the air from Howells.
Overshot that one, leaned a little too much. That snaps the 6-0 run. This third side out. And if you're trying to erase a deficit, things like those are the ones that you can't afford.
Yeah, no, you have to execute first and then move. It's tough to be moving and trying to execute the shot at the same time. Oh, just deep. Right idea there from Oshiro. With the coverage. Ball floated. Fudge takes the line. Munro scrambles back. Gets that ball through the middle.
Those are the type of backhands that we saw Howells miss in the semifinals.
Yes, yeah.
Ambitious decision by Oshiro to try and take that out of the air. Would you like to let her have that bounce?
Yeah, and Howells called that early enough that he had a beat on it. Oshiro, tough to hit that backhand over the body flick.
A timeout taken by Howells and Oshiro as Fudge and Munro have cut the deficit to 1. Megan Fudge and Jack Munro getting within a point here in game number 2 after Will Howells and Bobbi Oshiro took game number 1 11-6 in our mixed doubles gold medal match.
Good
Strong
pressure.
backhand flick there.
Yeah, good pressure there again from Howells. Fudge and Munro just not able to get that ball down below the net. Ooh,
Howells all over the line.
Yeah, quick step, quick move there for Howells. Munro's trying to sneak that one down the line.
Big drive, but Munro there to counter.
Yeah, Munro didn't get cheated on that fourth right there. That's a big counter.
Did you see how that was a changeup off the paddle of Will Howells?
I mean, I don't think he meant to hit it that soft, but it worked out very well for Will Howells right there. Full extension, little flick. Uh-oh. No, he's got it. Oh! Oshiro actually took a little sidestep right there. She thought Howells was going to get it. And then he said, you. But I think he probably would have got that.
Lots of chaos in this mixed doubles gold medal match.
Tell you what.
Howells into the net. It keeps Fudge and Munro within 1. Seven all.
Excellent setup, excellent sequence there from Munro. Good ball movement. Gets that ball floating just enough from Oshiro. A perfect roll through the middle. Oh, just wide. Howells was pressing right there. Went more aggressive with the return. Big on the fourth.
And verbally frustrated is Will Howells. Second serve coming. Munro all over it. It's a 2-point lead.
Yeah, Howells would have been better considering those flicks at Fudge right there. Takes the first one at Fudge, then tries to go at Munro, and watch how quick the hands are. He's anticipating it. Short and sweet on top.
Howells and Munro take their second and final timeout of game number 2 as they now trail Megan Fudge and Jack Munro 7-9. Will Howells, Bobbi Oshiro locked in a tight one here in game number 2, trailing by 2. What's been the biggest difference for Jack Munro and Megan Fudge as they've made this run?
Well, I think Munro has come out and been a little bit more aggressive, moving a little bit more, putting some pressure on, and that movement has kind of caught the eye of Oshiro and Howells. They've pressed a little bit here and there, but you heard Will Howells and him yelling at himself to focus. They have gotten a little loose. They've made a few untimely errors.
Too much from Howells. It's game point for Fudge and Munro.
Well, and there, Howells doesn't move his feet. I'm trying to figure out what he was saying to the referee there.
What Howells was saying was it was second server. Diane Anderson called this score coming out of the timeout as 9-7-1. Second serve makes a big difference when you get the stop.
Yeah, it does.
In the middle of that point.
Munro drops to one knee, bodies up, ready for the attack. Gets a ball he can handle, keeps him in that point.
Immediately, Howells calling for a challenge.
So Munro doesn't even play it right there. Calls it out, and instantly Howells, as soon as that hit Munro's paddle, he said challenge.
And Munro didn't make a play, didn't make a call, just picked the ball up and headed back towards the baseline. There's already been a video challenge in this match. Take a look down the line.
I mean, it's close enough to go either way. I don't want to be a video referee right now.
Ken Schoonover is our video referee for this mixed doubles gold medal match. Diane Anderson, our lead ref, and Dave Stewart, our tracking referee.
Upon review, the call on the court stands. The ball was out. One challenge remaining, 3 challenges remaining.
So the call stands. Both teams with 2 challenges remaining.
Okay.
It'll be Munro and Fudge serving up 10-7-1 with a second opportunity at game point.
15 seconds. Time in. 10-7-1. Yep. 10-7-1.
Howells puts it past Munro. Second serve, still game point.
Munro swinging lefty, swinging righty.
Well, that's how you keep your opponent on their toes.
10-7-2.
Sails wide as Fudge and Munro take game 2, 11-7. We will go to game number 3 here in our mixed doubles gold medal match.
At QVC, this is the age of possibility. It's you in bloom. Express your style. Be your bold self. Make your next move at QVC. This is the age of possibility. Shop now at QVC.com.
You're 0 for 15 against your daughter because of your toenail bruises and blisters. But she doesn't care because she's got the win. So what do? You get RTP socks. With small grip pads inside and out, your feet will be planted and pain-free. So the next time you can show her that her old man still got it. Nice shot.
And that would be a W for me.
Shouldn't have told you about those socks.
Yeah, that's what you get for holding out on me.
Double or nothing.
All right.
Road to Pro, official sock of the APP Tour.
Introducing Persona IQ, the smart knee. Address your knee pain with a replacement that contains sensors which capture helpful information such as your range of motion, stride length, walking speed, and step count to ensure your new knee is performing at its best. It keeps you connected to your healthcare team so you can receive important reminders and personalized recovery guidance. It's not a GPS. It doesn't collect where you've been or where you're going. Persona IQ, a smarter way to regain mobility.
The APP is sponsored by Skechers Pickleball. Experience comfort that performs. And Vlasic Pickles, official pickle of the APP Tour. Game one went to Will Howells and Bobbi Oshiro. They took it in pretty straightforward fashion, 11-6.
Yeah, and Oshiro and Howells came out there a little bit more aggressive in game one. We saw the body back there of Megan Fudge. It happened a couple of times. Howells was driving, Oshiro reaching and flicking, but then in game two, the script was flipped, and it was Munro and Fudge that were coming in and being more aggressive. Munro really moving, taking control of the middle, putting the pressure on. So right now in game three, it's going to come down to who can control the tempo, who can control the pace, who can really establish themselves in the middle and put that pressure on.
A quick side out. Howells and Oshiro led in game number 2, 7-5 before Fudge and Munro ended it on a 6-0 run. Munro getting active in the middle once again.
And Munro is dangerous when he's got that pep in his step like he does right now.
It's that little skip after the point when you know he's feeling it.
Well, right there, he just changed hands like 3 times in the middle of that point, going lefty, righty, lefty.
Howells slides it down the sideline for a side out.
Yeah, a bit of a wrong spot there for Fudge with that speed up. Oshiro was all over it. And then Howells all over the second attack. Oh, hit off a paddle. Yeah, it hit off Fudge's paddle.
How many pickups? There has been some tremendous defense on both sides of the net in this match.
Just a little short there on the swing from Munro.
Such a fine line between too big and too short.
Too big, too short. Yo, it's short backswing, longer extension. If you go short backswing, short extension, you're in trouble. If you go long backswing, short extension, you're in trouble. Oh.
And again, Oshiro catching Fudge.
Fudge is like, seriously? Oshiro elevating that one, and Fudge actually moved into it.
For the second time. 3-1 in favor of Oshiro and Howells to open up game number 3. Munro changing hands 2 times, but it's Howells that gets the point.
Yeah, Munro just missed that first volley and got behind him. He didn't put a good swing on it. He had to scramble for the second one. Just really didn't get any power.
Missed third, second serve on the way. Howells beating Munro in the hands battle. It's 5-1.
So that shot worked a couple of times in game 2 there for Munro. This time, Howells staying neutral, and he's quick to the forehand.
Six-point run. We head to the end change with Howells and Oshiro leading 6-1-2.
That is not what I expected in game 2. In game 3, sorry. After game 2, and Munro and Fudge like really coming up and being aggressive.
Bobbi Oshiro and Will Howells looking for their 3rd consecutive gold medal in mixed doubles here on the APP Tour. Megan Fudge, Jack Munro looking for their 4th gold medal as a pairing. Their last gold came in Daytona Beach earlier this year, where they beat Will Howells playing alongside Jill Braverman. But right now it's Oshiro and Howells in the driver's seat. They're up 6-1-2 coming out of the end change. Chad, how did they get there?
Well, again, it's we saw it in game 1, we saw it in game 2. It's all about the team that can get up to the kitchen line, insert the power, insert the pace, really control the tempo. And right now, it's Oshiro and Howells that are taking a few more chances. They're able to speed that ball up before Fudge and Munro.
Howells backhand through the middle, 7-1. Oshiro missing the dink to force the side out, but there is work to do. You can hear Megan's husband, Rylo DeHart, saying it's go time right here.
Oh, that was out. Oshiro called it out, but she was the one that ended up hitting it.
Bobbi Oshiro getting a little bit of her own medicine there.
Oshiro just not able to drop the paddle quick enough.
Smallest player on the court, still can't get out of the way. Howells right down the sideline, second serve. Good return, forcing Munro back, so a quick service side. They are able to get one, but still a 5-point lead for the top seeds. Push long, 8-2. This is getting danger time for Fudge and Munro.
Good move there from Munro. That drop going a little too close to the sideline. Nice little Ernie down to the feet of Bobbi Oshiro. Whew. Oh, that ball was wide. Wow. That ball was well wide. Yikes.
And pay attention to that point. Should this third game flip?
Uh-oh. There's one.
Howells and Oshiro do have both of their timeouts here in game 3.
Oh.
Munro nearly made the pickup.
Munro just pulled too far off the court there. Howells goes back down the line behind him. Fudge was trying to come over and cover. May have had a chance to get that.
Oshiro tight into the net. And a timeout taken here by Howells and Oshiro. Their deficit has, or their lead rather, has been trimmed in half, leading 8-4 in game number 3. Will Howells and Bobbi Oshiro calling a timeout, leading 8-4-2 here in game number 3. But Fudge and Munro stringing together some points to make a late push, trying to capture a gold medal.
Yeah, they've still got some work to do, but they're getting the momentum back on their side just a little bit. A good timeout here from Oshiro and Howells, just trying to slow that momentum. You know, again, it goes back to that 8-2-2. Where Oshiro played the out ball.
Ended up losing the point. Serve went back over to Fudge and Munro. Since then, they've scored back-to-back points. I see the VIP area behind Howells there full. It's been a great crowd here this week at the Sawyer Point Pickleball Club. She's there. Through the middle, another point. They're within 3.
Wow. Good ball movement there from Fudge and Munro. Last point.
Off of Bobbi Oshiro's hip. It's a 2-point game.
Fudge was off balance. Munro was a little off balance. They both ended up bumping into each other at the end of that point.
4-point run. Oh, Munro perhaps gifting Howells and Oshiro the momentum change they needed.
Oh,
lets that go.
Yeah, Munro tried to flick that cross court, catches it off the edge, off the top edge guard, and just pulls it across the court.
Extends the lead back out to 3, and it puts Oshiro and Howells within 2 of the gold.
Just a little too flat there on the flick from Howells.
Second serve on the way. Oshiro guarding the line, and it brings up championship point.
All right, excellent job of countering there from Bobbi Oshiro. Megan Fudge, good attacks as well. Just couldn't end it. Munro stepped over, tried to finish with the forehand, caught it off the top edge guard. Oh boy.
Howells wanted to end it with the exclamation point. So Fudge and Munro still alive.
Somehow Munro fought off that ball from the armpit.
Howells able to get on top with a backhand, puts it at the feet. Second serve coming for Fudge and Munro. Through the middle after peppering Fudge's side of the court.
Oh, I'm laughing at Oshiro. She was scrambling to try to get out of the way right there.
Championship point number 2 for Howells and Oshiro.
A good reach in there from Munro.
Third opportunity.
Oh, miscommunication on that ball in the middle. And then Howells a step behind on that wider ball. Tries to go for the ATP, leaves it short. So you're saying there's a chance.
Catches the tape, it sails wide. Another timeout for Howells and Oshiro. Oh my goodness. Howells and Oshiro look to have game number 3 well in hand. It was 8-2-2 as we look back at our Zimmer Biomet recovery moment of the match. Oshiro plays an out ball, and it left the door open for this comeback.
Yeah, usually the recovery moment of the match is a scramble or a defense, but this one, it's a missed call. Bobbi Oshiro just too nice on that one. And it's opened the door for Fudge and Munro to come back, and they've made it close. Howells and Oshiro feeling a little bit of pressure right now.
Outball would have made it 9-2-2. You never know what would have happened, but a 7-point deficit at that point in the match, very difficult to erase, and here we are instead, 8-10-1. ATP, they're back within 1.
Wow, Jack Munro holds it, allows that to develop, and puts it right on the foot of Will Howells.
Oh, she got it. He's there. Finally, Howells finds the winner.
Oh, my goodness. Megan Fudge.
What a get.
It's like she's on roller skates out there. A perfect finish there from Howells.
Still second serve. finding a great spot to force the side out, and now a fourth opportunity at championship point. The rain continues. Scratchy moments at the end, but Oshiro and Howells survive to take the gold in 3 over Megan Fudge and Jack Munro.
Find supplements that work. No, thank you. You need supplements that are backed by science with natural and plant-based ingredients and that are third-party tested. Because cleaner is better. Like Oro Organic. Plant-based supplements made from the Earth's most powerful plants for your immune health, gut health, workouts, and more. Find out more at oraorganic.com.
This is why we drink. We drink for tonight. Finally in town on the same weekend. Inside jokes, the great outdoors, karaoke till dawn, another cold one and a second slice. We drink for tomorrow, for the 7 a.m. 5K and the tailgate that follows, for the personal best that's about to be bested. Kick flips and polar dips, drop shots, cheap shots, shoot your shot. We drink for the moment, shaky hands, steady beat, a blank canvas. Trying to be something. Drink for yourself. No alcohol, no hangover, no empty calories. Not a moment wasted. Partake brews the liquid. You bring the courage. Today is for the taking, and we make it happen.
The APP is sponsored by AARP, helping your health and happiness live as long as you do. Gamma, play to live, live to play. And Zimmer Biomet, moving you forward. Visit smarterknee.com today.
Well, in Game 3, Will Howells and Bobbi Oshiro came out strong, putting the pressure on and building a considerable lead, going up 8-2-2. And then at 8-2, with a missed line call, it opened the door for Munro and Fudge to come back, making it close, but ultimately the 1 seed Oshiro and Howells take it 11-9, and they're courtside with Dorian Croft.
Bobbi, Will, congratulations. You guys saving the best for last. What a match coming down to game number 3 late. You asked Diane Anderson to recall the score there on championship point number 4. Yeah, I saw you talking behind the paddles. What was the conversation?
Actually, first and foremost, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. Happy Mother's Day to my mom. So hopefully she was able to watch this. But no, we just wanted to settle in, take our time, not rush and play our game.
Well, I want to take you back to game number 2 because we saw you there telling yourself to focus. Why was that your message to yourself in that moment?
Yeah, I was a little frustrated because I gave a couple free points away early in the point, and that's something that I really, really try not to do. So, getting a little tired out here and making sure that you regain your focus, really, and get the feet going and execute where you need to execute, and that's what we did in Game 3, even though we had a couple sloppy ones in Game 2.
Bobbi, we've seen you and Will play so well together week in and week out. You're able to get in those tight situations, but you can still come out. What does that tell you about the strength of this partnership?
I think it's definitely from experience being able to play with each other at these tournaments. and being able to trust each other at the end of the day. You know, we trust each other what we have to say. We trust where we know where to hit, who takes what ball. So that definitely helps going into these matches when it gets down to the wire.
Well, Bobbi and Will, congratulations. 3 consecutive gold medals in mixed doubles on the APP Tour. Bobbi Oshiro, Will Howells, your gold medalist here in Cincinnati.
Oh, Bobbi Oshiro and Will Howells make it the three-peat. And the universal message across all of the partnerships is the trust, the understanding, the communication. Well, congratulations to Will Howells and Bobbi Oshiro on their 3rd gold medal this year, and we'll be back with more action here from the APP Vlasic Classic Cincinnati.